Welcome back to CJ's Kitchen. Last week I decided to subscribe to one of those subscription boxes for snacks, and I decided to go with the company Treats. I was really interested in getting treats that came from just one country each month, and that's what Treats does. So my box arrived right away on Monday, and I was super excited, and I shot some footage to share it with you, and unfortunately I had some technical difficulties and all of the footage came out really blurry, and I won't get into that right now. So this is the treat box that I got. This is what it looks like. And I thought it was really cute, and inside everything was wrapped in tissue, and it had a really... So inside it had two cards. It had this card that shows a great photo of Japan, and I believe that's Mount Fuji in the background, and it says Konnichiwa from Treats, and it talks about what this box is about. This is actually an inaugural anniversary box, and so it is Treats from Japan. I went with the larger subscription box, I should say, because I decided I wanted to get enough of a balance of sweet and savory snacks to really feel like I had a good selection of snacks to choose from. So I believe their smaller box was $14.95 a month, and it came with 5 to 6 treats, and this one was I think it was $22.95 a month, so it was a little bit more, and but it comes with 8 to 12, and I believe this one has 10 in it, so it was pretty good. So the other thing that came inside was this card, and it has a list of everything that's enclosed inside with a little description, and I found that really handy. And I just realized I forgot to bring my glasses in for this, so hopefully I can remember enough of what they are. But I noticed in my videos I've been doing a lot of this trombone thing, so I should probably start using my reading glasses if I'm going to do that and dig right in. So the first thing that was in the box was these Kalbi shrimp chips. And as you know, I am no stranger to these. I have discovered these on my own. There's actually a video that I just recently posted that is doing a comparison of these shrimp chips with another brand. So I'm not even, that was the first thing. The second one are these corn snacks. And I actually had something like this in my Japanese snack pack video, and so I will make sure to link that below so that you can check it out. So it's a very similar thing. It's a tube of corn snack similar to a Puffy Cheeto, and these are cheese flavored. So there they are. I think they're pretty cool. They look like rigatoni pasta, which, you know, it's always been one of my favorites, and then they are cheesy, and so let's take a taste. They don't hold up as well, but they are lovely. They have a nice crumbly, light texture. They do have a good cheesy flavor, and there's something in there that I don't remember picking up on when I tried it the other night, but there's a little bit of a zing in there. I'm not sure what that is, but they're very nice. I like those quite a bit. I would definitely buy a package of these if I came across them in my Asian store. So the next thing I'm going to try are these gummy treats. And I have had, I'm pretty sure the same brand already before. I think the Ramune candies that I tried from the Cost Plus haul were these same brand. I could be wrong, but it looks very familiar. So this particular assortment, though, is lychee, mango, and strawberry. And so they're just your typical gummy candies, or what seems to be typical for them. They're all individually wrapped inside. This one is the lychee, which I had never had before until Monday night. So they're a little lozenge-shaped, really soft, gummy candy. And let's take a taste. So that's really delicious. The lychee is really fruity. It has a tropical fruitiness to it. I have no idea what lychee tastes like in person, so in this case, I can't even tell whether it's an artificial flavor or a very natural flavor. But it kind of reminds me of a cross between a peach, I guess, and maybe pineapple and mango or something. It's got a little bit of a tartness, and then it's got this nice sweetness, and it's not overly sweet. So I have to say I do really like the lychee. I went back to one of my Asian markets this week, and I actually picked up a lychee drink that I'm looking forward to try, and that's because I liked. The next snack are these, also from Calbee brand, and they're Jagabee butter soy sauce potato crisps. So these are interesting because they look just like French fries. They look just like a McDonald's French fry specifically. So let's give it a taste. So you can really taste the butter right off the bat, and I do get a hint of the soy. They're nice and crispy. The potato flavor is not real strong, so interestingly enough, as much as they look like a French fry, they don't really taste like any French fry I ever had, but you can taste the potato, so. I have to say, I like the texture. I'm not a real fan of the butter soy flavor. Somehow I just wouldn't put the two together. And I can taste both flavors in it, but just together they just don't seem quite right to me. So that one's not my favorite. The next one I'm going to try, no Tani, forgive me. This is the Sakero Ringo. And what it says about them on the card is that they are a gummy candy in the form of a gummy strip that can be ripped. It's chewy in texture, rich in taste, and unique in form. We bet you've never seen a gummy candy like this before. And this one, so they're individually wrapped inside. And let me just show you if I can get this open. I keep forgetting to bring scissors in here when I do these videos, and getting these candies open is sometimes interesting. There we go, I got it. So this one, let's see if, so hopefully that will show up on camera, but it's ribbed. So it's it reminds me of an actual piece of gum in the thickness and kind of just the overall appearance, but then it has these it's like little tubes of the gummy the gummy candy material, and you tear it off. And these are apple flavored, so I don't know if you can see that on the package that there's apple, but they are definitely apple flavored, and I gotta tell you, they have a good apple taste. They remind me of like a typical Red Delicious apple. It's an interesting way to eat candy, and I could see kids really digging that anytime you get to play with your food. Let's try that again. It has a nice soft texture. It does remind me a little bit of gum when you first bite into it too, like a really fresh, really soft gum. And then it has this lovely sweetness, and it's like a nicely ripe apple, but not an overly sweet. I feel like the balance of the sweet in it's pretty very nice. So I'm gonna have wine glasses. So this is Watapachi Melon Soda by Meiji. I again don't know how to pronounce this, but it's a melon soda flavored cotton candy, and it's embedded with Pop Rocks and fizzy candy. Now when I tried it Monday, I didn't really notice the Pop Rocks, but I definitely noticed the fizzy candy. So it looks just like cotton candy. It's a little compressed compared to what you might get if you went to the fair or something, but it's definitely cotton candy. And I'm just gonna put a whole piece right in my mouth. Yeah. So I can detect the graininess of the Pop Rocks and the fizzy candy, but those were all really small pieces. So I didn't get any Pop Rocks effect, neither did I get any fizzy effect. But it has a wonderful melon flavor, like it's like a cross between how a honeydew and a cantaloupe would taste. And I have to say I really like the flavor. There we go. If you're persistent, you eventually get at least the fizzy candy. So I've yet to catch any Pop Rock activity. And I don't know if maybe Pop Rocks are a little bit different Pop Rocks here. I'm not sure, but I know that I don't feel anything like exploding in my mouth like Pop Rocks did. Those were so popular when I was in like junior high, which was ages ago. But this is a pretty good one, and I think it'd be really fun for like a kid's birthday party or something. It is sticky. I am definitely sticky and kind of wishing I had something to clean up with, but it's got a really yummy flavor, and I would definitely try it again. I would prefer to share it with somebody. I don't see any way I'm going to eat this whole package, but that's all right. So next are these, this is the Kake no Tane. So these are crescent-shaped soy-flavored rice crackers. These seem to me like the ubiquitous soy rice cracker. I feel like these are in most of those mixes that you see here in the U.S. of, you know, rice crackers. And so they look like this. They're just little pieces of cracker, and they're crescent-shaped, as they said, and they're kind of orange in color, which I imagine is from the soy sauce. I'm going to take another taste. So these are really crunchy, on the borderline of almost a hard crunch. These would be so good with beer. And even though it says they're soy flavored, there is something with a kick in there. It's not strong and it's not overpowering, but there's just this little hint of something. Yeah, there's something there that gives it a little bit of a, and I could see them being nice for just a snack when you're hanging out with some friends and wanting to chat and have a beer. They're not my favorite, but they're pretty good. So next thing is Pocky. So, and I've heard this pronounced two ways. I've heard it pronounced Pokey, and I've heard it pronounced Pocky, and I feel like it's spelled Pocky. So if anybody knows how it's really supposed to be pronounced, is it pronounced Pokey in Japan? I don't know. So I've had this a couple times now. This is the first time I'm having the strawberry. Well, Monday was the first time I had the strawberry. But I've had the matcha, which it didn't really work for me. And then I've had the chocolate, and I thought the chocolate was really good. So these are really cool how they open. You tear a strip off the front of the box, and then the box pops open, and then inside are two sealed packages of these Pocky sticks. And they're really cool. They're like, now they're described on the card as being a pretzel dipped in the strawberry frosting or whatever they want to call it, but it's more like a biscuit. It's more like a shortbread cookie, and so that's what it looks like. And I can strawberry. Oh, it's strawberry flakes. Sorry. So anyway, give that a taste. It worked really well. So this has that lovely biscuit taste. I guess it's kind of like shortbread is the thing I would most compare it to. And then you have this, it's like a white chocolate that's flavored with strawberry, or maybe it's more like a strawberry frosting. It reminds me of the taste of the Crunch Berries that used to come in your Crunch Berry Captain Crunch cereal. My mom never bought that for us, but sometimes we got to have it at our friends' houses and stuff. And that's actually what it reminds me of. It's a little bit too sweet for my taste, but you can definitely pick up the texture of the strawberry flakes. And for those who like artificial strawberry flavored things, this is just fine, and you'd probably really enjoy it. So, but I do really like the texture of the biscuit. And I think I'll be sticking to the chocolate. So We're almost to the end. So I saw this box reviewed by a couple other people, and when they got the Japan box as well. And when I saw this, I was really excited. So these remind me in appearance of the rice crackers that I got at Cost Plus. And again, I'll link all those videos below so that you can take a look if you haven't seen them yet. So these look like, on the outside, they are pieces of rice that's all compressed together. And these are convex. Hopefully that'll show up on the camera, but they're convex. They have a little bit of a shell shape to them. And these are called himemaru. So they are, again, shaped like a shell, crunchy, light soy sauce flavor. And I gotta tell you, I was so excited to get these just because they were so similar to that other snack, and those were from Thailand. So now we're getting a Japanese version. So let's take a taste. Love that crunch. So this is what it looks like inside. So this one's a little different inside. So the ones from Thailand definitely were rice, you know, through and through, like looked like grains of rice pressed together and baked or fried or however they're cooked. But this one's more like a rice cake inside, or like a senbei, and then on the outside it has that texture. But they're super light, super crunchy, and again, there's something giving them a little kick. Maybe some chili powder, or well, I think it's probably chili powder. On the package it looks like there's little flecks of something, and when you see it up close, you can see that too, and I bet that's what it is. Yeah, and again, so this would be so good with beer. Not normally a huge beer drinker, but things like this are really great with it. So, winding down to the last item, which was this really novel thing, which is a giant caplico. I've seen these on some other tasting videos, and I'm really sorry that that part of the video didn't come out, because I would really love you to have seen this before the package had been opened, because it's just so adorable. But it's kind of wrapped up like a drumstick ice cream treat. And I'll show you this side because it's not bitten into on that side yet. So it's an ice cream cone, and inside, I'll show you the inside, it's filled with chocolate, and then it's coated with a strawberry flavored chocolate. And it's really airy. There's a lot of little air bubbles in there. And the ice cream cone is like your typical cake cone. So I'm gonna give it a taste. Oh. I compromised it, so it wants to fall apart now. So yeah, it has kind of a similar flavor to the strawberry Pocky. The strawberry part does. And but it's really light and airy. It's almost like it was whipped. And it's very creamy, but it does have that really artificial flavor to it. I wanted to get into the chocolate. And the chocolate's kind of the same. It's like a milk chocolate that is really light and airy and has a whipped feeling to it. And but it's not bad. The chocolate's pretty good. And so the last thing is, I want to take one. I took the piece off that was wanting to fall off, but I want to take a bite of the cone itself. It has a nice crunch. I keep wondering how these would be if you chilled them, if they would give you more of that sensation of ice cream. So it definitely has a really creamy, like I said, like a whipped up texture to it. So it's kind of interesting, but it doesn't really remind me of ice cream. I think that's okay. I think this is a really fun novelty treat. I think kids would really love to have this for like a birthday party or some or just a special treat on an unusual day. So all in all, I think my favorite treats were, of course, the one that I didn't try that I already knew I loved, which is the shrimp chips. But I think of the sweets, I think the gummy candies are my favorite, with the with the melon cotton candy as a second, because the melon flavor is so great. So I'll have to look around and find some candies that are melon. And then of the treats I tried that were new to me, these are definitely my favorite. I love these rice crackers, and I think I like them even better than the ones that I got, the Thai ones. I'm just really enjoying these, so I can't wait to get more. I hope I can find them at my local Asian market. So, do you subscribe to any of these box programs, subscription programs? Do you subscribe to snacks or maybe beauty products? Please do share your stories down below in the comments. And as always, if you like these kind of videos, please don't forget to give me the thumbs up and let me know below. And I'd love to hear your suggestions as well. Do feel free to let me know what kinds of videos you'd like to see. Excuse me. And don't forget to subscribe and share. And until next time, ciao!